All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. With Flippin ain't easy by your side.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Guess who's here? It's Bearded Picker. He shaved and grew out his hair. No?
No.
That's what the joke was that Jenna looks kind of funny today when Beard was on last week.
You have Beard on Friday?
Yeah, I did. No, not Friday.
Oh.
Friday was Joe.
Monday.
Yeah, last Monday.
Okay.
So, how was your all's weekend? Hopefully, I mean, our weekend was pretty decent. Wasn't great, but you know, this is the time of the year I'm trying to fight. How are you guys doing? What is your sales looking like?
Put that up a little bit.
Put what up? Oh, you don't like the...
It's making us blurry.
Oh, because it's seeing us?
Uh-huh.
Sorry about the blur. The camera likes to pick up the mic. And so that's probably why we're a little... are we still blurry?
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do. I could put it up here a little bit more, I guess. Is that better? Well, we're just going to roll with it.
No, put it back where it was.
Why?
Put it back where it was.
Yeah, back where it was. Okay. We are like
There.
bordering on the most unprofessional live stream on a weekly basis. We're giving Roman a run for his money, so I apologize for that. Guys, the topic of this video, let me just say, I've been accused of being an eBay shill. And yes, I went to eBay Open a few weeks ago, almost a month ago. Left with a lot of hope, a lot of promises, right? And a lot of excitement. And I'll be the first one to say that I was excited leaving eBay Open. Now, you guys should know by now, I'm going to give you an honest assessment. I'm not going to give you, just some off-the-wall assessment because, hey, I want you to watch my video or, whatever. I'm going to give you the honest truth about what I think. And guess what? I'm allowed to change my opinion from time to time. I am still excited about selling on eBay. I still enjoy selling on eBay. I'm not here to bash eBay. I'm here to just have an honest conversation with you guys about reselling. And what happened?
What is this?
I don't know.
It's a bot.
Yeah, get that out of there. Just go ahead. So we have just bot activity on there because we don't use that. So nonetheless,
Sorry.
there's some things that's coming that I'm excited about that a lot of people say were common sense. But I really think that this story I'm going to share with you is an example as to why people think that eBay is out of touch and why I still believe that they are out of touch. Even though I felt they were more in touch at eBay Open, they put a good face on their product, okay? And they did a hell of a job promoting eBay. That's their job. They pulled it off. But those who aren't paying attention will probably not change their opinion. But I'm really disappointed in eBay in that it's obvious their execs aren't sharing the total truth with their CEO, Jamie Iannone. He has a happy face. He's supposed to put a happy face on the company, right? I guess that's how you get people to invest in your company. More people invest, the higher your stocks go, and the longer he gets to keep his job and keep his salary. It all boils down to follow the money. That's where it starts and ends. But thanks to the great work by Liz Morton at Value Added Resource, she's always a solid source to show that not everything's rosy with eBay all the time. So let's get to this article where eBay CEO marks 30-year anniversary with bold claims on authentication and AI capabilities. So this is a story that Liz updated today. And the article reads, Jamie Iannone is doubling down on his authentication claims, repeating the line that, to his knowledge, okay, which I'll get into that in a second, no counterfeits have ever passed through one of eBay's authentication centers in an interview with Yahoo Finance executive editor Brian Sozzi. The Sazi guy related a story that he had purchased a Movado watch on eBay years ago, only to find out it was a fake, and swore that he would never buy another expensive watch from eBay again, leading him to posing the question, how do you authenticate the stuff on the platform? And of course, Iannone gives the fluff reply. I'm sorry you had that experience. Trust and safety has been incredibly important to me. So we started authenticating products on the platform. So if you buy a watch, a handbag, a pair of sneakers, trading cards, it usually goes through one of our authentication centers before it ends up at the buyer. This quarter, we actually authenticated 1 million items. It's going to give you all the numbers, right? No reference at all to his actual concern. To my knowledge, we've never had a counterfeit product get through through one of our authentication centers. And then Liz says, if only Brian had known to ask Jamie about that $23,000 Michael Jordan card. I assume that, I've never heard that story, but I assume that was a fake. And it just, you pay people, I don't know what they pay eBay employees, 20-something dollars an hour. I don't know, maybe that's a little low, to go through the authentication process. What happens if they put one through that is a fake? Is there any skin off their butt as an eBay employee, or they just get to go? You have 20 to do before you can go home. You think they're going to go through all the steps if they're an hour behind? I don't know. I don't know what their process is to be able to answer that question. But to say that no fake has ever gone through past our people seems a little out of touch to me. Now, I've never come across anybody who's tried to pass a fake through,
especially when it's inspected by humans. Humans make mistakes, so it's bound to happen. You can't say never when you don't know.
So going back to the story, the second part of the story here, it's Iannone's segment on CNBC's Squawk Box this morning that's really creating a buzz about eBay's AI technology capabilities and trust-building authentication efforts as part of his enthusiast buyer-focused virtual strategy. Now, I'm not going to play that because I'll read what Liz says, because, I guess I could, but I'm not. First, the host mentioned she is a longtime eBay shopper, pointing out eBay's most recently reported metric of, this is what I want to show you, it's kind of interesting. 134 million active buyers is, of course, many more than they had 30 years ago. Of course, 30 years ago, when they started the platform, they, of course, just didn't get magically 100 million people following. They had to build that. But not only is it rather obvious that one would, of course, expect there to be more buyers today, framing it that way also conveniently glossed over the fact that under Iannone's leadership, eBay has actually lost buyers, with Q2 2025 marking the 13th consecutive quarter where they've had less active buyers than in Q1 2018, pre-pandemic stuff. Now, if we look at the chart here, the chart, hopefully that's pretty good. Mm-hmm. The chart shows that in 2018 they had 141 million people, and that grew. There's no pandemic happening right here in 2018, 2019. And then 2020, when people got in the lockdown phase, people were forced to buy things from home that they were used to going out and getting themselves. And it spiked up to 163 million in Q1 of 2021. And then here comes a roller coaster ride. And then we were in this lull. We've been in this lull for years of losing buyers. And then it's only recovered a little bit. So eBay's got a long way to go to get back to this point, this red line here, and that's what we need as sellers from the platform, is eBay to find a way, and that's not our job to do because we pay the money through our fees, find the way to drive traffic to our listings. That's what keeps eBay relevant throughout all the stuff that they put us through. It's what keeps eBay relevant. Now, to finish this article real quick, Iannone went on to extol the virtues of eBay's AI technology, once again claiming that sellers can just take a picture and let eBay's AI do the rest. Now, if you guys saw my video, you know that's a bunch of BS. Okay?
Loney.
It is BS. He says, I think it's the use of technology to take all the friction out of the experience, especially now. It's exciting because we're using generative AI to really make it easy to list products on the platform. Think about holding your camera up to an item and we figure out, here's exactly what it is. That's what eBay saying. We figure out exactly what it is. We write the description for you. We put it in a beautiful background. So let's say your son wants to sell one of those trading cards. Before he would have to type all the information and to take take a beautiful picture. All of that is handled seamlessly now with technology. Well, not yours. Anybody who's used their AI knows that you actually have to, once you give them the photos, eBay, you actually have to help it out by giving it a title. Well, what if you have a stack of stuff that you bought at a yard sale and you have no idea what it is? You can't proceed beyond that step. You have to know what you're selling in order to help it out and give it a title. But isn't that the point of AI, photo-based AI, to say, hey, describe this for me and give me an accurate title? It's part of the AI is getting optimized titles. So it's not where eBay wants it to be. Now, it goes on to say, but if you talk to anyone who's tried to use eBay's magical AI listing tools, you'll find many that say the experience is less than magical and doesn't live up to the hype, including that you still have to manually fill in a lot of product information to help the AI along. Yes. So, it just goes on and on and on. But here's the last one. But the wildest claim given in this 6-minute interview has to be when Iannone says, to his knowledge, eBay has never passed a counterfeit item through any of their authentication centers. And that's a wild statement because you can't say that if you don't know. He goes on to try to pump things up. So I really don't want to get into the authentication part because I don't have a lot of firsthand knowledge other than the few that I've sent through. We've had one rejected, which if it's not real, then okay. But I mean, the person I bought it from, they had other real stuff. So from my experience, people that spend up for some of these, like shoes or whatever, they don't spend up for shoes and then go and grab a counterfeit, right? They just don't do that. So I kind of doubt that when we put those Jordans in, they said there was a structural problem with the shoe, that it was really a thing. I think if anything, they probably could be a little too strict on some items, but that's just my personal thoughts. But what this tells me with Jamie is, gosh, man, it's like his people he's not up to speed on what's happening with his company. Mm-mm. He's only repeating, he's that parrot, he's that eBay parrot that is repeating what his underlings are telling him. So every department head reports to him, right? And so you think they're going to report, yeah, we weren't able to do this, we sucked at this, we had this problem, we suck. You think that's the message they're going to give him every month when they have to report to him with a report, here, how's your department doing? No, they're going to gloss over that shit. They're going to say, oh, this was, we had this many buyers, we had this many sellers, we, made more money through promoted listings. They're going to report the things that make him smile and keep him in a job that he can repeat. And if they don't have anything like that to report, guess what? They run the risk of losing. That's how the corporate world works. You have to be fluffy. And unfortunately, the way it works is with eBay or anything in life, you cannot change something you don't acknowledge. Okay? So if you don't acknowledge there's a problem, you cannot see change. And if Jamie Iannone is up in smiles saying everything's great with eBay, there's nothing wrong here, I'm afraid that the vision of eBay is going to remain stagnant and we're not going to see the improvements that we have been promised. Yeah. And we would like to see as sellers on the platform because it's going to take a lot of tough decisions, a lot of tough changes that aren't going to look so good at the beginning because that's the acknowledgement process. But by acknowledging the problems, then you can go on to fix them. This whole thing that, you're asking the tough questions and, they make it sound like, oh, that's a great question, and let me follow up and get an answer for you. And then, someone says to me, I was presenting Primo and Spam's problem with their account. And they said, oh, we'll get the right person for you. This guy's over that department. Okay, trust and safety guy comes over. He's like, he hears the story about how, their account was set, they're flagged to now have payouts 72 hours after delivery, and that's going forward because of one unusual listing. And he said, no, that shouldn't happen. Let me look into that. Have them contact me. Here's my badge. Have them send me a message on LinkedIn. And guess what? They did that. Crickets. Okay. So that's disappointing. You know, you leave excited, and you find out that, I don't want to say being lied to. Maybe a little healthy blowing of smoke up my arse, maybe. But you know, I can understand someone like Beard saying, I told you so, I told you so. But I promise you, anyone who goes to these events is going to feel better when they leave. Okay? So put it out there the way it is. But I don't blame anyone for feeling like eBay is out of touch. They are. And I don't know if it's by design, or if it's a care issue, or if the man just doesn't even know. I mean, I don't even know if the man even knows. Jamie doesn't even know there's a problem. Maybe he thinks everything's great.
That's because he's not a part. He doesn't make the initiative to be a part of the conversations or the emails or the talks or the meetings or whatever. He listens to one handful of people who are claiming everything's great and magical and wonderful. No, those are the wrong people he should be listening to. You need to drop back down into the real world and come talk to the people on the front lines, because those are the people who know and understand the hiccups and the problems and everything that's going on the eBay front.
Now, let me just finish this topic off before I get to the elephant in the room here.
Elephant?
The elephant. There's a huge elephant in the room right now. Oh yeah, it's huge. I am a fan of eBay in the sense that it pays my bills. Okay, it's where we make our money. Most of you guys who are watching depend in some way, shape, or form, whether it's just for your vacations or whether it's for your bills, for eBay to work. I only bring these things to light in hopes that someone will nudge Jamie and say, dude, you said this on CNBC, but do you realize that, you know, this is the reality? Maybe it'll never happen, but you guys have to know as sellers what's really going on. If you're watching these shows and you're so rah, oh yeah, things are so great at eBay, maybe they're not. And you know, there's some things that you guys should be aware of. And hopefully you watched my video when I did the AI test and it didn't work. And so I had to put a title in for it to even try to help me. Now, going to the, and comment down below, let me know your thoughts about all this. Would like to know your thoughts and what you think. You know, I'm not waffling. I'm simply giving you my opinion and my disappointment at some of these things. To me, there's more respect when I see him on CNBC saying, yeah, we got things to fix. We found a lot of good feedback from eBay Open, because I'm sure I'm not the only one that brought my concerns. We had a lot of good feedback at eBay Open. We're determined to fix these problems to make a bigger, better, stronger eBay. Mm-hmm. Not
because we can't be the only ones at eBay Open, or John and Josh and some of the very few people that we know that went, that are expressing the concerns we have for this platform. These are fixable things that can happen. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Now, anybody out there who's watched these lives long enough with Jen and myself will notice there's an elephant in the room.
I don't understand what your elephant is.
Yeah, it's the arm drawings.
Oh, geez.
So Jenna has a new arm drawing that she's sporting today, and what's the deal with that?
So yes, I got a tattoo. Another one. This is a bouquet of flowers for me, my sister Megan, and my little sister Lindsay.
Now, it was presented to me.
Oh God, we're not debating this here.
No, we're just putting it out there.
No, we don't need to.
I'm not a big arm drawing fan. So it was presented to me as, oh, we're all going to get it.
He's not an arm drawing fan, but is he a foot drawing fan?
Foot drawing fan?
Can I have foot drawings? Can I have finger drawings? Can I have leg drawings?
I don't like drawings. I never did well in art class.
That's your problem, not mine.
The idea that, I'm just going to draw something that I might say in 20 years, I just don't really care for that anymore.
All of my tattoos have a very special meaning to me. I have 3 now. So, obviously you guys have seen that one. So, faith, hope, and love. And then on my back, on my neck, I have an Irish Trinity knot, which stands for in remembrance of all those that have passed that I love. And it's on my neck, on my back.
Yeah. Well, so that's
these are my sisters, which are my world. And
so next month she's going to get the Mike Tyson thing.
No.
Going like
Come
that.
on. There's no meaning for me with Mike Tyson.
Okay. So, let's see. We have with us today, Henri Squaw is with us. Nice to see Henri Squaw with Pitco and Brenda. They got here early. And I can say early. I only put up the link
How come
about
there's
2.5
no
hours
times?
early. I don't know. This thing changes all the time. So I won't know if I'm behind or not. Brenda says, hope everyone had a good weekend. Hopefully you guys did. Keith is working on editing the video coming out. So check out on Wednesday, Pitco's channel. So be sure to do that. New
Go
video coming out.
subscribe if you haven't already.
Yeah, support the guy. You know what? Let me tell you guys this. He is like, he's always putting out like gift memberships and stuff. Some of you guys may not even have thought about being a member until you got the gift membership. And that, I'm not saying it's it's like the biggest thing on earth, but it does, just a nice gesture, it gives you a little bonus content, gives you a chance to, like on Wednesday, we're going to have the roundtable discussion. So make sure that if you are a member, that you're there, because we go over quite a few things that are pretty cool. So Thomas S. says, I bought a Laserdisc player last weekend for $5, thought about taking it apart and selling parts. So you have to evaluate. I think $5 is a great price. It depends on the comps, though. If that thing's selling for $40, $50, it may not be worth unless you have a lot of experience getting into those, especially those kind of machines. You might end up opening it up and start taking things apart and then going, wow, I think I cut the wrong wire, or it may not be. Is the juice worth the squeeze? So if you get in there and you find that there's a couple parts that are worth like $50 each, and there's pretty decent sell-through on it, then by all means. So you got to kind of weigh the two. I'm dealing with that all the time. There's times that I've actually put listings out for a complete unit, and then I start looking at, well, what if I would have parted this out? So I start looking at the parts, and I'm like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Like, for instance, I kind of did that with the Ninja Creamy. We got it out of liquidation. We decided, during the summer, it'd be great to have this. We can make our own ice cream. We tried to, make the sugar-free stuff, and it's like, it wasn't good. I'm not an ice cream maker. I can't make ice cream worth a damn.
He's only an ice cream connoisseur.
That's right. So I know when I'm eating ice cream if it's not very good, and the ones that I was making wasn't very good. So at the end of summer, I said, look, let's go ahead and it's used. Let's sell it as used. $100 and something, $150 for this. And she's like, yeah, that's fine. And so it clears space off the counter. List it, and then now I'm wondering, I could have probably just parted it out. The base unit, the machine by itself with nothing else. Maybe someone's died on them. They can replace the machine only for like $75. The cup, the blades, all the parts I could have sold individually. And right now that whole unit's still sitting, not sold.
It's still there?
Hasn't sold. Nope.
That's wild.
Let's see.
Do you have a price too high?
I think it's seasonal. I think people. I think
ice cream isn't seasonal.
Well, it gets more. Okay, there's more demand when it's hot than when it's cold. How many people say when it's 30 degrees outside or 40 degrees, I could use a nice cold ice cream right now? Well, I'm different. You guys know by now that I'm different. But when it's like 80, 90 degrees, things are starting to get warm. Man, and swimming, jump in the swimming pool and a nice ice cream cone sounds really good right now. And then they go out and make these impulse buys and buy these damn machines. I promise you, you'll see a spike on eBay's charts for that product.
How much you guys bet that we will sell that thing now that we've talked about it? Guaranteed.
I don't know. It's usually because someone's watching, and then they'll be like, "Oh, well, let's prove John wrong." And you know, by all means, you can prove me wrong.
Please do. Let's sell
I like
it.
to be proven wrong when I get a cha-ching. Actually, I did get a sale before the show on something. I took an offer before we started the show, so I got my sale. Hit the like button, guys, to get your sale within the next 24 hours. So if I go, just for you, Jenna, if I go Ninja Creamy Deluxe, because that's what it is, and I hit, I'll show you guys while I'm doing this. So I hit this. So when does it spike? So this Ninja Creamy Deluxe came out in November. So of course it's going to have a lot of value at first, right? In the $200 range. And then it's getting a little more popular. Here comes the hot weather. Oh my God, it's hot. July 10th. And now it's down. Now we're in September. The demand is only getting worse. So as we get closer to November, the price and the demand is going to go down. And
hey, we are still in September, and it's hot as Hades here. Okay, it's if you're in Vegas and you need an ice cream machine, look it up.
Well, just means that I'm going to have to get more aggressive on the price, or break it around. Is that you, FedEx?
Did you see this? I didn't see a note. Is there somebody at the door?
Someone's at the door, but
okay.
But just check your thing. So see, because I put the packages out for FedEx so that she doesn't have to get up. But if it's USPS, she'll have to get up.
It's USPS.
Okay, so she'll have to get up. So there we go. All right, back to the show. Sorry, guys. Pitco says try stripping it for parts, as the parts are much lighter and ship better. You will make more in parts than trying to sell whole as parts, I would say. But make sure, go into your product research, go into like the screen I just showed you, which used to be known as Terapeak, and whatever the name of the player, and don't get wordy like you would if you're searching on an eBay title, on an eBay search. You want to just put the brand and model number and parts. Okay, that's it. If you get too wordy, put the entire title of your listing in there. It's not going to come up with all that many results. So it's a lot different search than the way eBay search is now. Thomas S. says 2 returns in the last 5 days. I'm feeling the pain. Women's slippers and car part. Talk about an everything seller. Well, I'm right there with you. Only difference is I have car parts and shoes and clothes all on different accounts, so they're not the same. Pico says must be return time, as I had a return today, and I heard on a couple other lives that people were getting returns. Look, I'm Return City. I've been getting all kinds of returns. Now, granted, a month ago, I think we had more returns than I could ever remember, but I think it all falls in line with the number of sales. So the more sales you have, the more returns you're going to have naturally. Killboy says first at some point. So not counting the people before you, you're first. Honor Squaw says, oh, and the shift key on my laptop is broken, so I have to cut and paste all the symbols. Time for a new laptop. Thomas says, Seal, the music artist must have the most listed music on eBay. Every item I list using sealed in the title, eBay auto-generates him in the featured person details line. Yeah, it's not perfect. Search should be using AI to have a little common sense. So if you say, have this brand new, I don't know, I have this brand new like laptop sealed in the package, right? You put sealed, brand new factory sealed. There's no reference to music. There's no reason why anybody would say, yeah, that sounds like seal there. Yeah, that's exactly it. No, it's not. So I don't know when that's going to change. Again, I'm still hopeful that at some point AI, even though it's in-house AI, eBay AI, that it'll get better over time. It has to, right? Let's see. Mike Metco, how's everyone today? I had a great sales weekend, which is continuing. After I went to the post office, I got 2 more sales. Love that. Love that. That is outstanding. And hopefully, we're down. In fact, I'll show you. Like today we're at, this is just shows you what I have going on. I don't know if I can get it so you can see it. But today we're at 184 in sales. We had a $750 day yesterday. And then as far as my performance tab, oops, let me get to my sales. I didn't set that up. I'll do that here in a second while I'm talking to you guys. Performance-wise, I think we're probably down a little bit as compared to last time we did this. Bear with me a second. This year. Okay. So if I do this year as compared to the same period last year, we are now at 102,223 in sales, 2.8% up from last year. So we're falling, guys. We're starting to catch up to last year, which is not good. I mean, before we were almost in double digits. Now we're only at 2.8% up from last year. Quantity sold 1337. That's down, which means we have a higher ASP, $76.46 for the year, and that's up 7.2% for the year. This net number is not accurate. We're probably closer to about $48,000 net for the year on this account. Now the other account is not, of course, as good as this one, but it is a nice little supplemental account. We're making maybe $3,000-ish per month. So that's at another $20,000 in sales, but half of that for the most part. Actually, I think that one's doing a little bit better because the cost of goods are a little lower on that account because a lot of those are just $10 items being broken up into about 10 to 15 parts. So I just assign a $1 buy cost to them, but it makes up about a very small percentage of what I'm selling the item for. I just shipped myself with a new logo. I see that. Says, life's fragile, but at least I come with free returns. We've got a lot of free returns, that's for sure. And
there are a ton that just came.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
Oh, that's lovely. A ton meaning how many?
5, 6.
Okay.
Some may not be returned. Some look a little suspicious, like you ordered something and it's coming to you. I don't know.
All right, I'll have to check that out.
But some are definitely returns.
Coppercat says, hello everyone. I got my sale today while giving a thumbs up. The magic is real.
Yes, it is.
That's your job.
You did do that
I did. I pulled it out for you though. Kevin Hawthorne says, good evening. Nice to see you, Kevin. And Thomas says 2 sales since the thumbs up. That's
nice.
Outstanding. We have Pat Rose with us. I put hundreds of items on eBay at 50% off and got 5 sales since Friday.
Nice.
Well, that's discouraging. So Pat wants more than that. So
well, but let's be grateful for 5, right?
Flippin Good says, happy Monday. Nice to see you, Flippin Good. Pat Rose is trying to unload dead stock. Why such the discount? I think sometimes you just got to let go. I think it's you there's different stages of inventory. It's just bought it to maybe I'll list it later to maybe it becomes death pile, and then you finally got it listed. So cool, it's been sitting for the longest time, and now it becomes kind of listed death pile that won't go away, and you kind of regret. That's when you start regretting a purchase. Like, I really thought this was going to sell because of all the sold comps that I saw in this thing, and then it didn't sell, so it's time to move it. And if you can get back, I mean, I think the last step, 50% off, depending on how much you're into it for, but 50% off if it still gives you profit, and then maybe even more aggressive just to say, look, I've had this for 2 years now, it's time to go. I paid $2. If I can make 5, then hey, I'm happy just to get rid of it. Hilton Page says, good morning from, that looks like Australia.
Good
the Down
morning.
Under. Hilton Page. Put one on the Barbie for us.
And it's Tuesday morning where you are.
It is. Thomas says, think the only time I would do such a high discount is if I was quitting reselling. No, sometimes
you just have to get it gone.
Look at Walmart. You go to Walmart and they have a clearance section, and you're thinking to yourself, how the hell? Why would they even bother selling this stuff for like $2? It might be worth 20 or 30 or 50. Why is it on the clearance rack at $2, or maybe even cheaper than that? Because they really are just trying to blow it out. And I'm getting all the notifications. This is where eBay gets a little pushy. Hey,
Yeah.
just 2 minutes ago they delivered the return.
I already got them on my phone too.
So it starts hitting you up for the returns. Was it Sal at the door?
Yeah.
Okay. Duncan says, sometimes I like a slow shipping day. I don't like it when too much stuff sells at once. It means I have to work harder. But, that just means...
You can do it!
Joe Samards with us says, welcome back, Jenna. Hope your trip was fun and relaxing.
Yes, it was almost too relaxing. I told my sister, I said, I didn't realize I was going to come and have a couple days where we did absolutely nothing. And I was bored, so I just cleaned her house.
Henri Squaw says, howdy, John. Welcome home, Jenna. Hi, FA Chat family.
Thank you.
And Michael Mullet says, what's up, guys?
What's
Not a whole
up?
lot. Thanks for being here, Michael. Hey, I got to tell you guys, if you cook just a little bit, I think we all eat, right? Some of us eat out all the time.
Some eat more than others.
But if you guys like to cook over a stove, I'm telling you right now, I absolutely love my Hexclad pans. I paid
did
up.
you tell them about it?
I think they know about it. Part of it's paid for by the eBay gift card, the pans. I bought the pots to match, and it's like I made some stir fry, and it was
Phenomenal.
yeah.
It was so good. I had it for lunch today.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
You need gifts, goods, and books. Says, hey, John and Jenna and the FA fam. I hope you all are well and that you have a good show today. Glad I could catch into live, needing the emotional support up here in Canada.
We are sending you all
Yeah.
the love, the hugs, and the sales.
Yeah, it's sad that a lot of your market your buyers aren't able to really, you're not really able to offer your items to those people because of all the tariff stuff going on. So I'm sorry to hear that. Duncan wants to know, Jenna, did John miss you?
That's a good question. I asked him that this morning. He didn't have a very good answer for me.
What did I say?
Nothing.
I don't think I heard you. If you know what,
Oh,
you know
I
what,
know.
Tony, I did not hear you.
That's a fucking lie. It's a lie because actually he did make a comment, but I cannot say that on here.
Okay. But yes, I did. But you know what I do is I keep myself focused, and so I think I was able to get more done because I put myself into just this focused, like list, work mode.
I do have to say that I am very proud of John, and I truly appreciate the fact that I came home to no dishes in the sink. The laundry was done, not put away, but it was done. And the only thing I really had to, do when I got here was my own laundry. So, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Because
thank
that's
you.
one thing I don't want to come home to is dishes in my
I
sink.
think I deserve that. Okay, so Thomas says, hey, Mike Micko, sorry I forgot to email you, blah, blah, blah. So check your email at some point because Thomas will be emailing you. Henri Squaw says, everyone ready for a cha-ching? Then hit the like on the way in. That's all we ask.
Right.
We don't ask for a lot. Just hit the like button. The Crazy Life says, hi all. Nice to see you.
Hello.
And we have Primo Chemo checking in. That's not a usual thing. Usually it's just spam. And it's spam that watches, and he's like off on the side going, yeah, okay, Flippin' ain't easy.
No,
okay.
he's listening.
He's listening, but he's not
But
participating normally. So he's participating now. Nice to see you.
Well, see, I am usually listening to your program, but I don't have the capacity to message in the chat.
Okay. Tattoo.
Oh, and another fun fact, I drew these. That's why reason why it's meaningful.
When did you draw those?
I drew those.
When?
Many months ago when I designed the tattoo.
Did you have like a stencil?
No.
Like fill in the...
I looked at a picture and like...
Okay. Says Mike Mecco says audio from live when with Joe is playing. Huh.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe this is the pre. I don't know if we're past the.
We don't have anything running, do we?
No. You need says bearded picker's hair looks nice today. I think the shave made him look younger too. See, I told you there'd be those kind of comments. Devon says
Thank you.
I was gone the same time as Jenna.
You were. Where'd you go?
She went to the cabin. I thought.
Oh.
Yeah. James.
Well, that's fun.
James Jungle Safari says hello. My weekend was boring as I'm still doing inventory revamping of my store. 9 days now. My eyes are blurry.
If it took me 9 days to do inventory, I probably would like myself.
What is this, guys?
Yeah, because we're gonna be doing that.
I've ordered 5,000 0001 through 5,000, and there's 4 different rolls, and I think roll 2,000 to 3,000 is going to be here next week. So thankfully we don't have 1,000.
Why are they all coming separately?
Because I had to buy them separately. They didn't sell a whole kit. They want to slow roll me out of like $50, whatever, like $9 a thing. But to me, I'm absolutely sick and tired of this, guys. This has been a long time coming, and I don't know why I didn't think about doing this years ago. So I will have let's say I have a box, and it has maybe a car part in it. I have like 5 or 6 different kind of car parts. This is talking about car parts. Well, if I don't write what it is on the outside somewhere, like on maybe there's a sticker that I haven't peeled off yet, I'll write what it is right there so I can just lift the sticker when time to ship. I'm like, what the hell is this? So there's a number of items that are still out there that aren't marked at all. I have to open the box, see what it is, and go, I know what that is. Well, that's a step I don't want to take when I'm picking stuff. So now what we will be doing here this week is we'll be going through and we're going to be putting a sticker like 001 will go on an item, and in the SKU it's going to show the rack number and then 001. And so all we have to do, I don't care what it is in the title, I don't have to write that on the title anymore, on the box anymore. I just put the sticker on the box or the package, and I look for that. And if I find it, I found it. Okay, it just saves a lot of hassle. Now we're talking not a lot. I mean, we're looking at 300 in my store, 425 in the other store. So less than 750 items to go through. So it's not that bad.
To be honest, why didn't we just do this ourselves?
Do what?
Print them out on sticker paper.
I guess you could have, but you still have to buy the roll of stickers, the blank stickers, right? You'd have to take the time.
That's way less than $9.
For $8 or $9 a roll.
A roll.
This is
that's
2,000
ridiculous.
here. It's ridiculous, but at the same time, it's a business expense, and I'm happy for it. And we'll be on that adventure this week. Are you ready?
No, I'm not.
Let's see what we have here. This thing knocked me down. Pico says, "What is a Flippin' Ain't Easy show if not for the tech difficulties?" Well,
it's not a Flippin' Ain't Easy show if there's no tech problems.
Todd says weekend sales eBay 1,300. Bam! How's that for a part timer?
Woo!
That's awesome. Now, just curious, how many items do you have in your store, Todd? Just curious. I don't know if you've established that at all. Maybe you do on your lives. I haven't seen you talk about it. James Jungle Safari says, "Hi Jenna, nice to meet you."
Well, hello Jane. It's nice to meet you too.
So Jane actually became a member. She showed her store on the members only live, and then she ended up winning the swag. We gave away the eBay pins, the eBay bags, the tumbler, and all that.
Well,
so
congratulations!
Yeah,
it's so nice to have you.
Biff, Jenna got a new tattoo. I knew you guys would see that. Mike G says sales are meh since Spotlight campaign. Reminds me of last year's November when I tried priority and offsites. It took me a couple weeks to rebound. And that's the thing, guys. I just don't like trying new things on eBay, especially these offers. Like they keep offering me, hey, take $200 off of promoted stores. I don't need that. I mean, if I had a niche, I would do that. But everything seller, I'm not promoting my store. Devon says, I thought that was your bot. That whole it is. I think it actually is for something else. Not for this.
For what?
Remember when I had it set up to do the cha-ching when someone like gave like a super chat or and it made the sound effects and the coins are like that was Stream Element, but it hasn't worked for forever. And so the fact that they're spamming,
we turned it off.
Yeah, but they're spamming my chat now. It's like, no, I'll deal with that later.
No.
Jovial says, "There she is. You look marvelous. May we see the art on the arm?"
Thank you so much, Ron.
She wants to see your art, your drawings up close.
I moved the thing.
Okay.
You're still got it on there.
Oh, okay.
Are you gonna move it?
Okay, you want to show your drawing?
Yeah.
See?
I can't.
See? There it is.
The only part that hurt was this part right here.
Michael says, "Yeah, I like that new tattoo. I love getting them done."
Yes. I do too.
Grams and Pops says, "Good job, Todd. Feels like the fourth quarter here too. That's great that you guys are getting good sales. I got to write the ship, guys. I got to get yesterday 750. I'm good with that. Just give me more days like that.
Today?
Like, I think it was like $200.
That's it.
Yeah, it's not very good. It's at 184.
Oh.
184. That's
well. We still have the rest of the day.
But what's weird
it's
is
only 3, almost 4.
Well, it should be higher than that because I took a $70 sale and it's not reporting. Remember, I accepted that sale.
Not showing a sale though.
It's not. I think it hasn't paid for it yet. We haven't received the payment yet, which is weird.
That's weird.
Absolute Fine says hello to all. Nice to see you. And
hello.
Todd sold some microscopes, electric wall plugs, boots, shoes, and other crap.
Other crap.
Yes. I'm
That's
glad you're not emotionally.
sell.
I'm glad you're not emotionally tied to it. I'm getting reselling.
Reach.
But you know what? I think for someone like you, though, it's allowing you to do the things like, okay, maybe you were going to take a cruise
how
to.
he pays for his cruises.
Maybe you were going to take a cruise to like Venezuela, right?
Why would you choose?
Because it's on sale right now. But now with your sales over this weekend, you can actually upgrade to maybe the Bahamas. So saying that's what reselling will do for you.
Nobody's going to Venezuela.
Basket Noodle says, "Hello, eBay out of touch. Just for $27.95 plus 13.5% of every sale. They don't even require an engagement ring to be close with."
Wow.
Yeah, I do have to say though, there's some good folks at eBay. Like, for instance, if you guys are going to the eBay UK eBay Open, I think that's going to happen next month. I believe you'll probably run across Emma. So she's from eBay. I think she's from eBay Ireland.
Oh.
And
I'm surprised you
so
remember her name.
I remember because she took a lot of time to talk to us, Josh and I. So she'll be there, and I'm sure there'll be other people there from the U.S. as well. But I'm sure she's gonna go. Whatever.
You're awfully nosy.
I am awfully nosy. Okay.
I'll show you later.
Basket Noodle says, "Wow, you look stunning today, Jenna."
Thank you, B Nudes.
Renee F says, "Hello, nice to see you."
Hello.
And then Basket Noodle says, "You look stunning too, John. Love the new wig." Yes. You like my new Raiders hat. 1-0.
It's not new.
It's not. It's new for the season. Michael says, "If you promote at 69%, you unlock an extra 1 million top shelf buyers." No one should promote anything more than, I'd say, 10. In my opinion, you do what you want, but I'll never promote more than 10%. I mean, it's just like enough is enough, and 10% more is just enough. Spam says eBay is way more scammy than they used to be. No wonder they're losing buyers and sellers too, and it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way.
It's really a shame.
Hilton Page says we don't even have eBay AI in Australia. Maybe that's actually a good thing.
It's probably a good thing because it's trash.
I mean, really. I mean, you're not getting real AI with that anyway. It's just. What's the best way to put it? It's like a pig with lipstick. Is that the best way to put it? Maybe not the best way, but it's a way to put it.
It's like the blue light special at Kmart.
Pitco says, "No one has eBay AI. It don't work. That's why it's more like an internal database than AI." It is exactly that.
That's exactly what it is, yeah.
And that's counting on them having all the data. And, I mean, they have a lot of data, don't get me wrong, but obviously it's not up to date. I mean, it's just not very good.
Hi, Josh.
Baskin says, "Well, Australia is still working on becoming the 55th U.S. state after Canada, Gulf of America, and United Airlines." Josh Gall says, "Hi, John, Jenna, and Devon, and everyone. Nice to see you, Josh." Paul Rose says, hi, John and Jenna. eBay sounds like a lot of modern politicians just tell barefaced lies and expect you to cheer.
Pretty much.
But they do it in a way that is, they're very transparent at these things. They come off as being very, very transparent. Like, look, we want to know your issues. We want to know your pain points. They've said that. Go to the workshop. Let us know what's going on. They'll let you go up, stand up, get on the mic, and talk to them. It isn't like they're coming out and saying, okay, this is what we got going on. Okay, go to the next one. We don't want to hear anything. No, they're actually taking questions. Now, some were able to answer them, which was refreshing, and some were not able to answer the questions, which was somewhat alarming on some of the things that they were asked, that it's like, you didn't know that? So I don't know. I mean, they just did a good job of making us feel like things are going to get better. They did a good job in making the customer feel, which we are their customer. They made us feel good about the experience and about the prospect of selling on eBay. And as I said to the rep that I booked my time with for my store, but I ended up using it as a time to advocate for you guys and all of us. And that is, this 3-day event can't just be the only focus eBay has on sellers. This has to extend the rest of the year.
But it also not just extends the rest of the year. It needs to expand throughout the entirety of the company, meaning those that are on the front lines.
So Josh says, Jamie Iannone is my new best friend since eBay opened.
Not sure I would want a best friend who puts his neck in the sand.
He's my best friend. Hilton Page says, hey Josh, cool. I'm starting to learn to train Olama AI to help with listing. A learning curve, but interesting.
It must be
that's interesting. There's
AI.
all kinds of AIs out there. I get
he's
spammed.
No,
I get spammed in my email like, hey, here's another AI we would like you to promote on your channel.
Don't talk about spam like that.
I'm not. In fact, I get a lot of phone calls that say, this could be spam calling you right now. And I don't answer. I'm like, why would spam call me right now? So I let it go to voicemail. So spam, if you've been trying to call me all these months on my phone, I don't know what's going on. It can't be you calling me. So a spam risk is what it says.
Yes.
Is it that bad to talk to spam on the phone where it's a risk? I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't think so.
Okay,
I mean, I wouldn't think so. Basket Noodle says, LOL, Josh, greeting card and the holidays can go a long way towards ribeye steak futures. Biscuit Butt, Archie, I don't want eBay touching me. Yeah, but you've moved on from eBay. You sell on eBay, but you're more of a live selling guy now on District. Leonard 055, we have sold on eBay for more than 14 years. Now we are out for good. Oh. So what was the last straw, Leonard, to say, you know what, I'm out? For me, the last straw will be if we see those numbers and they're down. Let's say they've lost market share to another platform. Let's say Mercari somehow comes out of the woodwork and starts grabbing up eBay's buyers. That's where I will be. I would probably do more cross-listing if that ever happened before I jump ship. It would take a lot for me to leave eBay because it's where most of our money's made. Spam Banshee says, I often see eBay groups that an item was not deemed authentic by eBay. However, it truly is. And I know they train them, right? But what if they're having a bad day? What if they're having a bad day and they're looking at this shoe and they're like bending it and going, you know what? She said this to me last night. No, this don't feel right. And you know what? This person, I'm just going to deny it. Or the name on the package looks a lot like an ex's name. They're like, no, this ain't passing for nothing. I don't know. Maybe. Hilton says, I hope so. Baskinville, our government is rooted here. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot for your government to change. That's for sure. Paul Rose says, Archie, where did Jamie touch you? Show us on the doll.
Oh my God. No, don't do it.
But why out for good, Leonard? I'm curious. I know I'm behind on the comments, but I'm curious as to why. Basket says, Arse, I wanted eBay's logo tattooed on my rear. The wife protested, of course, and then just printed it on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and stapled it there.
Ow.
Archie says, Josh, not sure why John didn't want you to meet me. I think he's embarrassed by me.
Stop it now.
Stop it. See, here's the thing with Archie. He only makes himself available when he wants to make himself available. He didn't want to necessarily make himself available. I don't know why. I don't know. I have no idea.
What could he have been? He was probably picking up a carload of free something. That's why.
No, Josh, you already knew what Archie looks like. Spam says, John, we're still hopeful that we'll hear from the contact. We're so grateful you took the time to get us some attention. But I feel bad that they, it didn't feel like, oh yeah, just have him message me, I'll get back to him. No, I mean, it's like this guy seemed to like want to help and want to listen and want to talk about it. And for him not to get back to you as, maybe he checks his LinkedIn every 6 months. I don't know.
I have an idea. Check your spam account. Maybe it's in the spam.
Well, why would spam email him? Oh, sorry, spam. Time to Sell Collectibles says, hello, John, Jenna, and FA. Monday Live, fam. Back from vacation and had 7 sales in 3 days since reopening my store. Awesome.
Nice.
And those sales are going to start trickling and getting more as you put more activity into it. Bisco says, Josh, did it have dart holes or lipstick on it? The picture.
Gross.
No, I don't have a picture of Archie
Neither.
anywhere. Basco says, eBay loves me not, loves me not. I am but a pickle in the jar of sales. I'm but a pickle in the jar of sales.
Yeah.
Devon says, I cannot even pay my bills part-time with eBay. Thank God I have Posh too. I mean, you got to find alternative means to, get your items in front of other people. So that means eBay. If that's working for you, then keep doing eBay. But if you see your sales slow down, to supplement that, Poshmark, Mercari, depending on what you're selling, push it out. That's why we work with TreeCat. They have a great working cross-listing program that'll delist your items, but they're constantly working on other things as we speak. And awesome. Thank you, Thomas S. Heading to bed. Won't make Friday's chat. We'll be in Atlantic City.
Ooh.
Have a great week, all. Well, thank you.
Well, thank you, Thomas.
Appreciate that, Thomas.
Enjoy your Friday or your weekend if that's what you'll be doing.
Thank you for that. It's $10 less that you're going to have for the table, so I hope you're okay with that. But thank you so much. Thomas
maybe
says
he'll win an extra $10.
Thomas has some sealed discs. They're all hard to sell, even the sealed ones.
Oh.
We were on Beards Live, or I was on Beards Live on Friday, talking to Chris the Goose. I mean, he's on Beards Friday Live, and we were talking. This guy, he's got at least 10,000 sealed CDs that he's just sitting on, and he was opening the boxes. We were going through them and trying to pull up some of these artists that I've never heard of before, and you'll be surprised, like what some of these pre-owned CDs are like selling for. It's like, I didn't know this guy sold for $20 to $25. I guess if they're rare and someone's looking for it, you have the right price, people will buy it. Biscuit says, John can't show where his matching tattoo is. No.
John wouldn't be able to handle a tattoo.
Thomas says, I was going to ask about the tattoo. Thought it was an arm sleeve.
Not yet.
Yeah, what about my representation?
Huh?
What about my representation?
There's another design coming.
Oh, no. Look, I don't need you to be a walking billboard for that. I just leave it there. Kenneth Oro's looks nice.
Thank you.
Mike G says, it's all about making the company look good for their wealthy clients, the shareholders. It is. Mm-hmm. I mean, how would that look to their... what we would be talking right now about eBay, like dealing with lower or crashing stock prices if he went up there and told the truth. Our AI doesn't work, guys. It doesn't work. If you now go in and do half of the work, it'll work. Also, our authenticators aren't really authenticating it properly. Stuff's getting through that shouldn't, and stuff's not getting through that should. There you go. Of course, he's not going to say that, unfortunately. It's hard to be honest about a product if you're a CEO when you have shareholders. That's just the truth. Unless you're about to retire and don't care, then you can be honest, I guess. Baskin knows that the deal with the tattoo, John, is when that upper arm clotheslines you when you see flowers before the stars. Ciao, salute, aloha, shalom, says Dave Harrington.
Well, hello and howdy.
And Josh says, John, get the Tyson face tattoo.
Oh my God! Yeah, no.
So here's the thing, real quick. Now that I have Josh here, I don't have the other PPP person. I don't have Beard with us. But we are going to make a huge, huge change to the show. And it's one that you are going to see. We're not going to really announce anything. So I think there's some idea that we're going to have a huge announcement. We're not going to have any announcement. We're just going to come with it. And so you will see on Saturday what that change is to the show.
The announcement will be unsaid.
I hope
you'll just know.
I hope it remains unsaid. Let's just put it that way. But you never know. You never know. It could be like the government. Nothing is under wraps there. Devon says John's face about the tattoo.
Yeah, he's not a fan of tattoos at all.
I'm not a big fan.
But his daughter is covered in them.
Yeah, but she didn't have my influence growing up. See, she didn't have my influence growing up. So,
and I don't think it would matter.
I think that would have mattered. Paul Rose says, I call BS on eBay. Both they and their sellers would be doing a lot better if the company hadn't have been run the way it has been for years now. Yeah, but if the name of the game, I like to put myself in the shoes of the CEO, right? So I'm getting paid millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. What's my main goal as a CEO? Well, self-preservation, right? Unless I only want the job for a year, because if I really came out and said what's going on out in the open with eBay, I wouldn't have that job anymore. So if I want to keep my job, I need to highlight the good things and ignore publicly what's going on. Now, is he like involved in the stuff that's not going well in the background? I'd like to think so, but my experience with the corporate world says he's oblivious to it. He's on a need-to-know basis, and I don't even think he knows that. I think he thinks he's getting all the information when maybe he's not, right? So maybe, Jamie, if you're watching, you need to go and have a meeting with all your VPs and say, okay, what are you guys holding back from me? What is it that you're not telling me about my company?
Or just, pop into any call center and start talking to people. How about that?
Underscore says, I don't think Jamie really cares as long as his paychecks are steady. That's the name of the game is self-preservation, guys.
Yep.
It is personal endeavors and then the company. And that's just the way the corporate world is. Dave says, how many tats does John have? Squat. I have squat tats.
0. John would not be able to handle a tattoo.
Thomas says, John is a foot guy. Secrets are coming out. Ooh, foot drawings. Yeah, no, the foot. Andy says, so if it has a special meaning to you, you should have wrote it on the mirror so you can see it every day.
Nope, I have it right here and I can see it every day.
Yeah, I knew a toilet seat tattoo. We don't really have any more of those anymore.
We're all done.
We're now about dog ramps.
The only toilet seat we have is that one and the ones we sit on.
We're all about dog ramps right now.
Dog ramps, yes.
We find a way to blow those
today.
out. James Jungle Safari, my sales have tanked. That is one of the 2 reasons for me doing a complete store overhaul. I can't wait for all this to get back to normal. Yeah. And I think sometimes
we have to undo the work we've done. So basically, I think my analogy of what John had brought up, what we may do is take everything out of the garage, everything, and then redo all of it.
As part of this thing?
No. Not as part of this whole thing, but as a whole. It's you're wanting to start fresh, so in order to do that, you've got to clear everything and just start anew. So whether that means you're going to start a new type of inventory program, with numbers or letters or whatever the case may be, I just think sometimes we have to go through the pain to get to the benefits of when it's over.
Dendicor Depot says eBay just needs to figure out how to fix the fallout of their fixes faster. I don't care about a round trip a round tip versus a square bar for my daily sales in Seller Hub. Yeah, that's just showing you the data, but I want you guys to help us change the data. And the way you help us change the data is give us a fully functional website and just start by acknowledging that there's a problem. Now, they kind of did that in the things that they announced at eBay Open. We realize that there's some problems when it comes to these things, and we are changing them. And now a lot of people said, well, you just should have just fixed them anyway. Don't save them for an eBay Open, but it seems like they came up with all these pain points for sellers that should have been fixed when you knew about them. And let's just pile them up so we're the hero. And instead of coming out with magical innovations that are like, wow, that's kind of cool, right? These are whatever that thing is, whatever that innovation would have been, put it there. If they would have announced that at eBay Open, that would have turned a lot more heads. But hey, I came out of there expecting nothing, and got more than what I expected. And I came away all excited and everything, and I still am excited, but my excitement's starting to temper a little bit or to waver a little bit because of everything that they're saying and doing after the fact. I mean, we're not even a month away, and there's no problems. Everything's great. No, you didn't listen to all the feedback that you're given. It's obvious.
Yeah. Or it's you guys were talking to all of the employees. You weren't talking to Jamie himself.
Yeah, how much would this cost to get on a tattoo of?
Oh, no.
Like my QR code?
Are you kidding?
That would be kind of cool.
Oh, no, it's not.
Paul Rose says, didn't know you had any tattoos, Jenna. Cool beans. And then Juan says, at Nose Addict says, happy Monday. Nice to see you.
Happy Monday.
Biff says, eBay can't even get the combined shipping function fixed, but it's been bad for so long that many buyers have learned it's a mess. That's their silver lining. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Thank you,
It didn't
Keith.
Didn't come up on there for me. Let me see if I can highlight it. Thank you, Keith, for the gift membership.
Yeah.
And it looks like Carla Olson.
Yes. Yay. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Keith, for that. And I didn't know I was that far behind. My goodness. And then here's Keith's channel. Of course, is in the chat. If you're watching and you can't get into the chat, just go onto YouTube and go at Pitco-0. And
he also did another gift membership, and congratulations to You Want You Need. Gifts, goods, and books. Received that one.
That's awesome.
Very cool. Thank you, Keith.
Let's see. Basket says, I have no tats. I wanted eyes right under my belly button, but the wife said my nose would be too big. I ain't even going to go to there. I ain't even going to come back with a rebuttal on that one. Michael Mullet says, I got some huge pieces done. There you go.
Yeah. You don't know what that means.
That's tattoos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like, sometimes people get the whole arm done. Sometimes people get the whole leg done,
Yeah, my sister has very large pieces.
Let's see. Dirty Scumbag Reseller.
What? Anthony?
Much love from the former Dragon Master Finds. Think my new name tripled your spam filter.
Oh my gosh.
Anthony, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that.
So that's your new name now, huh?
That's awesome. So,
okay.
so why the name change? You just felt like it?
Because we don't think you're a dirty scumbag.
Think so.
I mean, it's kind of being hard on yourself.
Yeah, I don't really. I think that's a little.
Big Dre says, my grandma got a tattoo like 20 years ago on her face. It's permanent makeup,
What?
and it fooled me.
Oh.
Permanent makeup?
Yeah. They have, well, I have my eyebrows.
That's just weird.
My eyebrows are a tattoo. Not, they have faded, so I have to fill them in, but, people do their lips, people do eyeliner. Yeah.
Whatever happened to natural beauty? Not to saying that you don't have it,
got it.
but whatever happened to just striving for natural beauty? You know, this whole artwork on ourselves. It's she's got a whole art studio for her face in there. I'm just saying.
Do what makes you happy. If I respect those who don't like tattoos. I respect people who love them. I respect people who have permanent makeup. That's your prerogative. Who am I to say what you should have and what you shouldn't?
Juan at Nose Addicts is my business partner, and I always bring up various issues and concerns that we have with the site on our meetings with our eBay rep. No real responses. We're all on our own, kids.
Yeah.
And it's
That's a shame.
It's like this. It's when we worked at the railroad, people had complained about things, right? And it's like, yeah, we hear it all the time, but we knew that nothing was ever going to change with those things, right? And I think that's kind of the thing. It's any change on the website costs money, and if eBay can't see a cost benefit from making that change, it might help you a ton, but it may not really be but a drop in the bucket for eBay, so it's not going to be something that they're ever going to do. Unfortunately, I mean, we have so many things that we can point to and say you need to fix. But
can you imagine if eBay actually listened to its sellers and actually did do the things that they promised and completed those lists and tasks that, and we were happy as a clam, how much more money they would make and how much the eBay could be, eBay in lights, not just there's Amazon, then there's eBay. They could be the big top guy, but they don't make the moves to do that for themselves. It's pretty sad, actually, as a business owner.
Hilton got her first tattoo nearly 2 years ago at the age of...
Why are you saying her?
Could be he or her. Is that her?
It's
It's
him.
Sorry.
Hilton,
I'm thinking of Hilton. Hilton.
Sorry, he's special.
I am special. Mr. Hilton Page got his first tattoo nearly 2 years ago at the age of 47 on his arm. I love it and is meaningful. My football team logo, so I'll never regret it.
There you go.
What
Perfect.
football team? I'm curious.
Yeah,
no, I'm sure it's
Australia,
not.
so
It's
has
a
to be
rugby team.
soccer?
Rugby.
Oh.
Rugby. It's Australian football.
I can't keep up.
Andy says, "Look me right in the eye." What does that mean?
Oh, talking about the tattoo on his belly. Under his belly button.
Okay. Paul Rose says, "Oh, come on, B-Nudes. How ridiculous. Who has a button mushroom for a nose?"
Ow!
Oh, guys. It's too early to go off the rails, is it?
No, you're just that far
I'm that far behind, huh? Paul says, "Are you guys going to check out Wizard of Oz at the Sphere? It looks interesting."
I would love to. I saw it on Instagram. I saw somebody was filming it from the inside, preview of it when all the YouTube creators got to go in and look at it. It looks so cool. I would love to go see it.
That Dib Dib Golf guy says, "I was 3 seconds away from buying a busted up Dyson at the bins this morning because of John Beard and had to remind myself I don't need more projects right now. Want to learn at some point though."
Yeah.
With the Dysons,
Those are actually easy.
well, if you dive into the internal parts, you can get some internal parts people want. But yeah, if you had some parts that were detachable, those would have had some value. Let's see. Tommy says, "It's great Monday when I can catch live with my favorite reselling couple." Thank you, everyone.
Tommy, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So Susan Phelps says, "Ice cream to me is just a dessert at any time, especially with a peach cobbler at Thanksgiving."
Yeah.
I'm more of a cheesecake kind of guy. I'd rather have more a brownie.
Or what are those things called? Pizookie.
Like a cookie.
That I can get. Wait, we have cookie dough.
We have cookie dough. That's
actually I'm kind of craving actually.
I'm trying to get down to the comments.
That
here,
sounds delicious.
Let's see. Devon says, "My sales have been better on Posh. What is going on eBay?"
Our
I don't
Posh
know.
is like I'm.
We don't have a lot on Posh.
I
anyway,
actually just had to pull off 4 more items because
it's not happening.
didn't happen.
Mike G says, "I dropped 3% past 2 weeks or so. So much for eBay Spotlight. Another ad tool I'm killing." I mean, I don't know what they're doing there at eBay. It's almost like we'll give you a discount to be our guinea pig for this new thing, and we don't know what the results really are, but because we're given a discount, hey, it's kind of on you. I think that's because remember when I did that eBay promoted it's the priority promoted listings where you do the keywords and all that, and I let AI take a hold of it. Well, as an everything seller, I mean, I'm sure it gave all kinds of crazy keywords for all the different items that I'm selling, and it didn't help me out at all. I mean, we had to kill that one.
Yeah.
Buy low, sell chai. Here to hit the thumbs up button and get the sale this afternoon. Yes. Hit that like button. Get a sale within the next 24 hours. I don't know. I will never be able to answer how it works. It just does. We just put that positive energy out there. So, Basket Noodle says, I've been learning coding for smartphones and toying around a bit with that, but software engineering, it is also in the AI chopping block.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Coding is on the chopping block, from what I hear.
Trying to get this thing is not
I don't know
cooperating. I'm trying to move down in the
there you
chat,
go.
but it's not allowing me to. So sorry, guys. Let's see. Basket says Walmart clearance is what left of master cases where the stuff is not worth getting over to Jacobs Trading, and the distributor doesn't accept back partial cases that have been on the floor. But it's a death pile that they're getting rid of, and you could take all the stuff in your store, lower it down to like just a little bit above what you bought it for, and it's probably going to sell very, very fast if you wanted to get rid of it that fast. Pat Rose says, I'm letting go 3 big bags ready for the repeat boutique. More to come. I had park in the driveway, so I had to put totes in the garage. I can't move in here.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
A lot of clutter.
I know the feeling. The garage is just, it's overwhelming.
So Drummer wants to know, what is the finish on them, John? Finish on what item?
Well, it's probably something you talked about
Maybe.
an hour ago.
Yeah. Sorry. If you can refresh what I was talking about, I'll try to answer it to you. Yeah. The Crazy's Life is with us. Cha-ching! I love it. Luba's with us. Hi, John and Jenna. For everyone who cross-posts to Poshmark, starting September 12th, it goes to Ground Advantage. No email, no banner on site. I found out from a group on Facebook.
That's actually fantastic.
That actually is good because it'll probably lower the prices on your 8-ounce, 12-ounce that people were paying priority rates for. So that's good, right? Now, I would only hope they're passing that savings on to the seller. Instead of saying, oh, we're still going to charge the same amount, it's just going to be Ground Advantage. That would be horrible. Let's see. A Big Dre says, I liquidate old stock that doesn't move at the flea market. It's work, but you will get rid of a lot of stuff if you price to sell. Yeah, sometimes you have to do that. Look, it's like, is it a year, 2 years, where you look at an item and say, you know what, you've been here too long. It's time to go. And whether you donate it or just liquidate it, like you bought it for 2, sell it for 5. Mandy says Hexclad does sales around the holidays. They just got done with a summer sale, so I feel like we got a good deal. I'm happy with it.
Oh, those pots and pans are like night and day, clean to clean.
Yeah,
just completely shocking, because obviously it was my first time cleaning up the pans, and it was a breeze.
Buy Low Sell Chai says, I got a negative feedback for a $5 coin holder that I forgot to remove from eBay. I gave the buyer a refund same day. eBay punished me by having a 0-day yesterday after the negative feedback. I do believe that it hurts your account health in a very, very small level. And sometimes if we have a slow sales day sort of in coordination with that, we kind of feel like it's all due to it. But I think it's just a very small part of it. Amazon seller says, it's hard to find a good pan. Been using cast iron recently and works pretty good, but got to be careful not to overheat the pan.
That is one thing with the pots pans that we bought when we were talking to you guys about it. I don't know the brand. I don't think it's a major name brand, but they're very heavy, extremely heavy. And if you know, I have lupus and I can't lift it's very difficult. But anyway, the Hexclads, I wish we would have bought them first, because they are amazing.
It's trying to find the name of the pan.
And you can cook on a high heat with them, because that's something I do. I cook on a lot of higher heat. I don't like to wait. I'm impatient when I'm cooking. And so these pans, I think you had mentioned when you were cooking that you can cook on a high heat with them. So
Yeah, you can go up to 500 degrees, but yeah, we had the stainless steel, the TreeCat or whatever it's called, where you have like the steel, aluminum steel. It's like it's okay.
They were nice, but literally would take me about 30 minutes total to put the barkeeper's friend powder on it, kind of work it in, let it sit there for a minute, and then rinse it off, do it again, and keep doing it. It takes too long. I don't want to be doing dishes that long.
So the name of the pan we had was Tremontina.
Tremontina.
Okay. And we bought those.
They're nice, but they're just not for us.
Yeah, not for us. Not if you have to like get in there and really clean it.
Oh,
but
man.
it's one of those things where I made a steak, right? I made a steak on this thing, and this is not a cooking channel, but I made a steak and got it all nice and charred where I want it, and then I pulled it off, and then all I had to do is take a paper towel, wipe it down. And normally you get like bits of the steak and stuff like stuck to the pan, not this one. And I threw some eggs on there with a little butter, and boom, and they were like sliding all over the place. I'm telling you right now, it's awesome.
Even last night when I was cleaning it, everything literally wiped right out. It was amazing.
We need to get them to like support the channel. We're sitting there talking about them so much.
I know. Hexclad, where are you at?
Michael Mullet says, I actually left Walmart prevention after 3 years to resell full time.
Oh, wow.
I'm sure you've seen it all. Walmart prevention. It's funny because I watch a lot of the police cam videos, and a lot of them are like shoplifters from Walmart, and it's like, ooh, I got to see this one, Biff says, John, did you ever have an earring or any other piercings?
No.
No.
John is about as straight edge as you can get. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't have tattoos. He had a little bit of a troubled youth when he was younger, but very short-lived. And he didn't even really do anything that bad.
I had a beer in high school.
Me, I have a whole history of things. Some regrets, some not regrets.
See, look at what Paul says. John definitely missed you, Jenna. Yeah.
Thanks, Paul.
Jane says,
like
wow,
to think
cleaning
so.
and laundry, good job. And dinner when she got home?
Yeah.
Well, the next day, but the next day.
Well, you took me to dinner.
Yeah.
We went out to dinner because, as you guys know, Southwest is just, your typical, they like to do whatever they can to get under my skin. But my flight was an hour late departing Ontario, California, because of a lightning storm that was outside of Las Vegas. So we sat on the tarmac for over an hour. So that was fun.
And it cost me $150 because if I would have left on time to go pick her up, I was waiting at a playing poker, and I got into a hand that I didn't get too lucky with. Let me put it that way. Big Dre says, yesterday when I was unloading a bunch of new inventory in my storage, 10 cops were at the gate and asked me to let them in. He said they were searching for a fugitive and helicopters were flying.
Oh, snap.
Did they find him?
Did they find him? I hope they did.
Thomas S., my man John cleaned the house 30 minutes before the plane landed. No, I was in the casino 30 minutes.
Casino.
But that morning I did get up and do my stuff. I was busting butt. Brenda Smith says, I do a revamp every 2 months on my account. Donate anything that has no activity, of course. Most of my items are from downsizing.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's Roman. I just heard really, really bad word and woke up instantly. Hello, everyone. And that you woke up instantly and you thought to come over here and watch our channel. That's awesome.
Yes.
Biff says
we're full of bad words.
If John had to put the laundry away, then you wouldn't have known that he had done it. He's just being clever. Yes. Look what all I've done. I did most of it. Now you don't have to do so much.
Yeah.
Biscuit butt. John cooked me dinner with his new pots, and I had to do the dishes and laundry.
Yeah.
No, you did not, sir.
I would much rather do the dishes than laundry. I despise laundry with a passion. And you know what's even worse is winter laundry. That's awful.
You Want Your Knees says, John deserves the applause for holding down the fort.
That's
There
right.
we go.
Yes,
Jenna's an artist. That's her special tattoo. Jovial says, Happy National Boss Employee Exchange Places Day. Oh, wait, I don't have a boss. Maybe I need one to get my ass in gear. Anyone else out there need a fire lit under their A? Well, some people do. Some people would do better in this reselling game if they had someone like they had to report to.
If they had John around, you wouldn't have that problem, let me tell you.
Why? What happened?
Because you light fires under my ass and
What does that do?
not much. Because
Okay.
I'm shielded in fire retardant.
Yes. My next tattoo will be from AI.
John's next
So,
tattoo will be
Here's
from
what it's
AI.
going to be.
No.
I am going to get a tattoo on my
You can't even
ass.
spell tattoo.
Tattoo on my ass. What should I get? Let's
Oh
see
my
what
God.
let's see what AI says
Okay,
here.
you've gone really off
Let's
the
see.
rails.
Yeah, I'm going off the rails. Here it is. I'm getting a tattoo on my ass. What should I get? It won't even tell me. It just wants to give me ideas. Cheeky text.
Like
a short, witty
winky-
phrase like exit only.
Oh my god! Winking emoji. Should I tell
Wow.
my story about?
A little bit later in the show, because I don't want to chase everyone away, because that's foul.
It
Drummer
is
says
foul.
anti-tamper stickers.
We do have those
Yeah.
too. They were right
We do.
here.
We do.
No, that's not them.
I put them on a bunch of
They were
right
here.
there. So anti-tamper stickers like these right here, they are kind of shiny. They have the hologram on there, and they're each numbered. So maybe if you wanted to put like a number, but they're not going to swap it out for their own. Most of these people don't. Just having the sticker on there is enough.
Nobody's gonna keep these like a reseller will.
Yeah. And even then, okay, so you get one back without the sticker. Now what? Because eBay's not going to get involved in the middle of, your dispute with the buyer. Not over a sticker. Short Coin says, Montana Cabin, I will get some pics on Discord. I promise, no
Oh,
deer. Yes. Yes. Mandy says,
Yeah, I
just
wanna
print
see
your
that.
own.
Yeah.
Print your own
That was-
stickers. Or the stickers for the... Where do they go?
Right
Oh, right here. Yeah, print your own. I don't know. $9 ain't a whole lot.
They just look a lot nicer than what I guess we could do.
James Jungle Safari says, I used baseball sleeves and put paper with the box number in the sleeve and put a box number in the SKU field. I add that column to my sold area. I mean, whatever works, right?
Yeah.
What we're doing right now does not work for me. It's just doesn't. If
I mean, it's worked, but it's starting not to work. We're just having a few issues that we need to address so that it doesn't continue.
Biff says, maybe I'm OCD, but resellers who have printable stickers are handwriting their inventory SKUs. Printed SKUs look so much nicer and bring calm to my workspace. Yeah.
Yes. That's one thing is I cannot work in chaos. And when you walk into that garage, it is pure chaos.
Shopping with Cheryl says, Jenna looks rested and
Thank you,
half her
Cheryl.
age. Yeah, that's nice. Todd says, I have 1,700 items in my store.
Oh, wow.
That's outstanding.
That's a lot.
good for a part-timer. That's a lot.
I know.
Now, that's not counting 1,500 toothbrush holders, and the rest are just regular items. Isn't it? James Jungle Safari says, I love the new eBay tumbler. I'm glad you love it. I thought it was cool.
She got it
the
already.
only reason why I bought it for myself initially.
Did you put a personalized note in it?
I don't know if I did.
You didn't.
I never
know
do.
you.
Because I know people don't want to read my writing. But the tumbler, I was like, ooh, I like the way this looks. But then I don't like...
beige one.
Yeah, I like the straw thing. So ever since Archie taught me how to use this, if you go and check out the TikTok, I did not know all you had to do was suck.
Stupid.
And it would work. Thanks to Archie's TikTok, I've learned a life lesson.
You two
Thank you, Archie.
are too much.
And if you want to know the joke, go check out Biscuit Butt on TikTok and go watch the video where he's selling the tumblers and he teaches you how to use them.
And go buy one from him.
Yeah. Flipping for the Trailer says, hey everyone, welcome back, Jenna. Hope your trip went well.
Thank you. It did. I spent a lot of time at football games and volleyball games. I had the time of my life.
Michael Mullet says, slow weekend for me, surprisingly slow. It was, Thursday was slow, weekend was okay, and then today's back to kind of slow. So let's see what happens. Still have another, 6-7 hours for people to buy. Kansas reseller, hooray, I've met all the requirements for top rated plus. I guess I'll get that on my next evaluation. Probably not a big deal, but for me it is. Love your live streams. Rarely do I chime in. Well, we're glad that you...
Oh, I'm happy you did.
Yeah, we're glad that you're here with us and you chimed in. And I can tell you that top rated gives you the 10% discount off of your base final value fees, which is fine, right? That means you're offering free returns, and we're offering free returns on, I'd say, like 80% of the items that we sell. We're getting more returns than we did before, but
Yeah.
I think it kind of offsets itself. So as long as we keep getting the sales, that's all we do.
Wolfman's Goodies is here.
Where?
Right
Oh, yeah.
There.
It is. Wolfman's Goodies. Howdy, everybody. Slow
Hello,
sales
hello.
for us. Maybe we're in a little bit of a transition lull.
Yeah.
So things slowing
Kids
down a
going
little
back
bit.
to school.
Yeah.
Summer's slowly getting what?
No, this Biff says if you don't have face tattoos, are you even a Raiders fan?
True.
Don't most Raiders fans have like that
It's a
teardrop with
It's
like a
not
circle
there.
filled?
It's right here.
Okay.
honey.
How do you know about that? Silver Hair, Ireland vacation, October 3rd. Thanks, eBay.
Oh,
Now, are you? That's
Todd,
when.
I will clean your entire house for an Ireland vacation.
There you go. But that's about the time that eBay Open's going on. Are you going to go down to eBay Open while you're out there, or are you just like, look,
Oh, in Ireland?
Yeah. Paul Rose says, well, it definitely keeps Todd in arm cream. Flipping from the trailer. Yes, everyone's sales have been very slow here also.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Just keep building your store because it may seem like slow sales, but your inventory is increasing on your store. Keep listing, and the sales will be there. We're gonna put that positive energy out there. Devon, John, upgrade to the Bahamas. Yeah. Dendicor, Kansas reseller. It's a huge deal. I've saved a ton in fees over the years. Yes.
Yeah. And you get your coupon, which for some people doesn't matter, but we love our coupons.
Yeah, there's a reason why Venezuela is on sale right now. I know how you can get a free cruise to Uganda. Yeah.
Nobody wants to go there either.
Let's see. Vilo Sel Chai. Jenny, you consider John your silver fox?
Yes, he is my silver fox.
I want to dye it so bad. She won't let me. I want to dye this so
No,
bad. It needs to get dyed.
I look back at pictures, and yes, you were very handsome then, but you're even more handsome now.
eBay AI is bait and switch. It's not AI. It's the in-house
Yeah.
AI stuff just isn't AI.
It's just not AI. It's just their own information that they're getting from every other seller that's listing their items. That's it.
Devon says, I would ask eBay, your communication has always sucked. Fix it.
Yeah,
It just shouldn't be the way it is.
it
but
shouldn't.
Jane says, okay, this is nuts. As I've been ending, revamping, relisting things, eBay's constantly sending me notices to other people's listings for the same things I'm selling. Stop it, eBay.
Yeah.
That's because if you've been in someone else's listing, maybe doing research or maybe piggybacking off of a listing and using their title or whatever, it may think of you as a potential buyer, and it's letting that seller know in there.
But you have to be very careful because sometimes those come in as offers, and you think it's an offer on your item, but it's actually the offer on what you were looking at that you're now selling and listed, and you might accept it by accident, so be careful of
The
that.
drummer says, spam is good with chips and beans. I don't think she likes chips and beans that much. I don't know.
I
Maybe
like
she'll bring it
chips. I don't care for beans.
No, I'm saying spam. She doesn't seem like a chips and beans kind of person. Paul Rose says, it's not a risk
Well,
talking
it
to
could be
spam. It's a
kinda
treat,
like-
Mr. Miller.
It could be kind of like
I'm sure she-
Vermont tacos.
I'm sure she's heard it all with the whole spam thing, right?
Maybe
I'm sure
so.
she's got it. Andy says, eBay is so slow, I think I live in Canada.
Oh.
And you know, this is the rebuttal that I have. Josh came out 2 weeks ago and said, guys, get your items up. You guys have like all the sales are coming your way because there's other sellers that are being shut out of the market. Well, where are all these sales at? Where are all these sales at? So, I don't know. Reseller Life says, I got a package from Archie today. New video coming soon on my channel. Bashing Archie. Thanks a lot, man.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. That's
You're at
gonna
war
be
with Archie
interesting.
now?
I don't think so.
No, he was at war with Josh Galt just a couple weeks ago.
Why?
Just for fun.
Oh,
Paul
just
says,
for fun?
yeah, Todd, keep that arm warm to be sure.
Huh?
Keep his arm warm. Buy low, sell chai. Got 2 sales since hitting the thumbs up button. Dude, it really works. No cap or BS. If you're older and don't know what cap means, LOL. Telling you guys, hit the like button. Susan says, I love ChatGPTs all the time. I do have ChatGPT 5. Love it. I've Grok. You know, he's trying to get me to put a exit only tattoo on my ass. I don't know if I want that anymore. Ginger Mill says, does anyone sell on Poshmark? They just announced they are going to Ground Advantage and are lowering the shipping $6.49, but you can no longer use USPS priority boxes.
I totally am down for that. I love that.
You want you need says, so what do you think of getting Flipping and Easy tattoo, John? I would have gotten an Angel one, would have gotten a Raiders one by now. I don't like the idea of, I don't want that. That's just not appealing to me. Todd says, Jenna, get a tattoo for John. I'm thinking of graying hound dog.
No, I have some ideas.
Devon says, John, I do not have a tattoo yet. Nope. No tattoo for me. So this is the part of the show that...
No, did you? Oh,
what?
You did not go all the way down.
I didn't. This is where the part of the show where I start skipping some of the sidebar comments because I'm trying to get on time here because we're about 20 minutes away.
Roman says Josh Galt war is not over.
I heart Physilock, and maybe I got that wrong. Their claim cancel and sell similar doesn't work is false. I do not cancel and sell similar for the first time ever for an entire year, and my sales dropped 40%. Week, and my sales dropped 40%. I'm a firm believer of that.
I am a firm believer that it works.
Now, some people will like dismiss this, but the traffic reports will show whether you get sales or not. The idea is to do things to draw more traffic to your items. Now, you getting no sales or slow sales because of the traffic, despite of the traffic, maybe says a lot about the items that you're selling. You know, and everyone's got to look at that differently. But as far as this whole notion that end item sell similar or end item relist is now a myth, is, you know what? I'll let people believe that. I'm going to keep doing it. I do it every day. I take 10%, or really not 10%, 1/30th. So I break the size of my store by divided by 30. That's so that every day I can do this, and I will get this process done for every item in my store for the month as the month goes through. So like today, I think I did 10 on my main and did 15 on the second store, where I did end item, relist, sell similar. You can do it's the same thing, and you get that new item tag next to your title, and I promise you get higher placement than if you let it be stale. And I'm going to put out a video. I need to keep talking about it, but there's that file I want to show you guys. Maybe I'll do it tonight, or maybe I'll try to put it out tomorrow for you guys. Let's see here. Reseller Life says, Devon, I tried to draw a tattoo myself once on my arm, but was bleeding too much and then lost all of his blood. Yeah. Can't do that.
I didn't bleed at all.
RDG, Jenna, why would anybody take advice from the shipping employee?
Are you meaning me? Do you mean me? First of all,
Mike G.
I'm not an employee. This is our business.
Mike G says, eBay response, seller audience equals we're working on it to make it better. Shareholder audience equals we are doing great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly right.
Ginger Mills says, I use inventory labels and they're wonderful. Mm-hmm. I cannot wait to have that feeling
we
of
had
wonderful.
inventory labels, but we did it a different way. And we kind of, over the years, keep continuing to make it better and more efficient.
That's a good tip right there. Ginger Mill uses the number first, then the location, so it can sort by the label number on eBay or in a spreadsheet. I like that. And plus, over time, so we only have like less than 800 items in our store. So, I mean, I've got up to 5,000 labels coming. That may not seem like a lot to a lot of you guys. Like James Helferstay would have to get those things printed like special for him. But for me, I think also having 001 on my label, and I do this now, and in 2 years I'm finally selling 001. That'll give me an idea of like, damn, that's old. I don't even have to look it up. I'm like, damn, that's been here since I started putting the labels on because it's 001. It'll give you an idea how old something is by looking at it. But that very good advice. I like that. Yeah. I'm gonna probably do it that way. Paul says instead of going back to the gym, maybe I should get abs tattooed like Gerard Butler in 300.
There you go.
Mike G says we can all thank Dennis Rodman for all the tats. It exploded after he transformed himself. I remember it used to be taboo, you don't want the tattoos, because people look down on you, kind of thing, and so you got to keep it under clothing. But I guess that's changed.
Oh, that's long gone. But I do feel that people who have tattoos get unfairly judged.
eBay seller with seller problems, yes. Toy Maxi Collects says noticing sales slowly come in throughout the week, and then sales come flying in on weekends. It's been the norm for the last month consistently. Just weird. That's what happened with us. Mm-hmm. Really strange because Thursday was slow, weekend was a little bit better than average, and then today is just kind of crappy. Devon says I think eBay tried to upgrade its platform, which has hurt the sellers, or can I be wrong? I think they can upgrade the platform. I think their infrastructure is too old.
Yeah.
They'd
literally have to shut down and start over.
Yeah. Keith says, okay, since Jenna was away for so long, I wonder if the melted chocolate came out when she got home. But by the sound of it, it turned into a foot fetish. No. It's like, honey, I'm so tired. I got to go to sleep. And then it's like, okay, cool. You're tired. You've been traveling. Oh. Go get some sleep. And here comes midnight, and she's still like, swipe.
There's no swiping.
No, but she's on TikTok doing the things, and it's like, listen to the videos. I'm like, good night, honey. Here we go again. I didn't have to deal with this for 2 weeks.
You're just happy I'm back.
I'm happy you're back until it comes to like midnight and you're doing this crap with the phone, and it's like, I'd like to go to sleep, please.
We were in bed before midnight.
Yes, and you were doing that the whole time. Reseller Life Devon says, Devon, I still haven't recovered from this game. I think even Archie would have made those field goals.
Oh, the Browns.
Did the
Browns play?
The Browns played. They all played. That was a heck of a game last night with the Bills. That was amazing. Beard says, what if you haven't listed in a year? I'm not good at this. If you haven't listed in a year, it's going to take a while to get some momentum going once you start.
I haven't listed in a year. My ass. What is that picture?
That's his new logo.
Stop right now.
And he's got the triangle, one-eyed triangle on there.
Oh, my God.
Reseller Life says, I will ask Cleveland Browns to sign Derek to be their new kicker. Yeah, that was horrible. Let's see. Rambling Gamblers. Double tap the screen for the thumbs up. No, only once. See, that's the thing. There's a technique to it. If you do it once, you'll get the sale. If you do it twice, you're going to get a return. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Beard says, I'm glad Joni doesn't watch this channel. She doesn't need any ideas about expensive pans. Oh, they're wonderful.
Hey, I'll just send her a message. That's all.
eBay paid for half of them, so hey,
Rhonda has a question up here.
Where?
Right there.
Okay, Jovial says, so if Mercari and Poshmark can offer a shipping discount to sellers for under £5, why can't eBay, you wonder? Because eBay makes a massive amount of money off of shipping costs and fees. But they do offer discounted labels. Like, for instance, I do calculated, and so I add $1 to mine, and it's right on. With FedEx, for instance, we can't even get the rates anymore that we were getting better rates with FedEx than on eBay. Yeah. It's now to where we can't get better rates on FedEx, so I'm probably just going to have to tell FedEx just to forget it.
Pound sand.
And Roman, I think, is right. here. John is the perfect husband. Just
Devon, they're called Hexclad with a D at the end. D like Delta.
Who said this?
Devon asked if that's what they were.
So, these are
The
them.
show is better with you, Jenna. I was a terrible substitute.
these are them's right there.
Well, thank you.
So those are wonderful pans. I love them.
Yeah, they are really nice.
John Ellishat. No tats or piercings either here, John. This is my first year on eBay, and I'm loving it. Love your videos too. Well, John, thanks. Awesome. You know, there's nothing wrong if you have tattoos. I mean, to each his own. Just for me, it's just not been my thing. I guess what I don't want to do is like, especially if you're impulsive, right? It's like you got like a couple $100 to burn in your pocket, and you're like, yeah, I think I'm gonna get this. This is cool. And you get it, and you're like, that looks like shit in a couple years, and you're like, no, I don't like that now. I wouldn't like it.
I'm a very intentional tattoo person, and I want it to have some meaning behind it. And so I would never get anything crazy.
So the Rambling Gambler has a question for you. Does John gamble?
Yes.
Yeah, I will.
That he does do.
I gamble sometimes, and then I'll go play poker.
Yeah, but he's a very responsible gambler.
Yeah,
that's one thing I'm super grateful for, because a couple of his friends are not.
I haven't had to pull money out of the bank to go play cards or, do side whatever.
Yeah, he has a bankroll for all of his fun hobbies.
Yeah. Now it's kind of fluctuating. One day it's like really up there. The next it's kind of going down. So, Lodi Sports Cards, eBay messing with listing software has been weird today, and sales not good. So I think there's a lot of people reporting slower than usual sales, and that's cool that we have this live, and a lot of you guys report your sales, because it'll help me understand what's happening. So I'm not going to get so bummed out about not having a $500 sales day today, because I think everyone's going through something. Duncan says, hit the like for free returns, 200 inads, long-winded speech about AI, crickets, cicadas, and casino spin emails. Right. Let's get down to some of these other comments, because this is where I will fulfill the prophecy of Beard, where I skip to my loo over some of these comments. Reseller Life, Todd, I think I've become a Cowboys fan. I'll save money on alcohol. No, if you become a Cowboys fan,
yeah, you'll want to drink.
It's
because they're so bad.
Just as good. And if you are a football fan, I have breaking news.
Uh-oh.
The Eagles have just traded for Tank Bigsby. You guys care about that? Just came across the wire. Just thought I'd share that with you. Don't give a damn. The Rambling Gambler says, I have 40 years of stuff. I'm almost 70. What do you recommend on how to get rid of it?
Start listing it one at a time.
Yeah, and don't pressure yourself to say, we need to get 10, 20, 50 up. Yeah. Work at your own pace.
Yes.
And you'll get faster at this if you're new. Mm-hmm. Have fun with it. Have fun with it. It's funny. I was having fun today when I was listing. You know what I was listening today, right? I picked up...
Yes, he was having fun this morning.
It was kind of fun, actually.
He was having a little too much fun. Listing Dyson parts. Not parts, accessories.
I bought
he was
locally.
Having fun because his wife was having a conversation and a back and forth.
She was entertaining the fun. But
yes.
I picked up these accessories... for a Dyson Airwrap, and they had the case and it had all the attachments. So I decided instead of selling them for one price, I could have listed all of the accessories and the case for like $80-$90. I bought it all for $10, or I could sell each individual part for like 20 or 30, and we had like 6 or 7, and I listed the case for like 40 or 50. So. But I was enjoying myself, just taking my time listing those things.
I think it had to do with the conversation.
Yeah, well, the conversation is always fun too. Yeah. That's always fun. Which will remain unsaid. But let's see here. Big Dre says, no, he was gone by the time they arrived. Thankfully, the fugitive didn't bother me. So
Good.
But that would kind of creep me out. It's
yeah,
like,
that would freak me
yeah,
out.
I don't know. Is he hiding in my storage unit? No, I don't know. I'd be like, I wouldn't go in my storage unit until they cleared it.
Home.
Let's see. Then and now collectibles. I had a decent weekend here. $1,000 over 3 days and over $200 so far today. Not bad for U.S. sales. Seems to be getting more international lately. I did have somebody. They hit me up. Oh, I just got a sale. I sold some of these sports strobe sunglasses, and I would have sold them for more than $129. I didn't have the charger, but they do power on, and you put them on over your eyes, and you flip the switch, and it like a strobe light effect, and it's supposed to help your hand-eye coordination with sports. And if I had the charger, I could have got over $200 for them. So that's cool. Cool little sale. Got them for like $5 or $6 for the pair with the case. So good stuff. But like I was saying, got an international buyer was asking me about a part I was selling, and they're like, "Do you not ship to Italy?" I'm like, "Yes, we do. Through her account or the secondary account, we have it enabled, EIS, international shipping." And he's like, I said, "You should be able to go in and it should give the drop down." And they were like just yelling at me in Italian, and I'm like, and of course it translates, and then they send me a screenshot of Italian. Well, that doesn't get translated, and I'm like, okay. After some frustration, I'm like, okay, it's time to block. I said, "Sorry, I can't help you," and I went and blocked them. So I didn't want that frustration. Let's see. Andy says, "Wait, you live in Vegas. What do you know about winter laundry?" It gets cold here.
It gets very cold here. Very cold.
Blithering Rando says, "I almost accidentally bought something on an offer, like Jenna said."
Yes, I've almost done it myself. So yeah, be careful.
Baskin says, "Yeah, John, don't diet. It's working for you."
The ice cream or what?
Don't. Well, he said diet, but Lag says, "John, don't diet, like dye my hair."
Oh, dye it.
I don't know if it's working for me. You know, this whole silver fox thing. I have the thing about it is I have this squirrel thing going on here.
It's
so
not a squirrel.
no, skunk thing going on here, right? So like one side of my head is like silver.
I don't love it.
I don't
People
like it.
pay big money for that.
They didn't pay me shit.
Well, not you, because you're all natural. You don't have to.
Paul says, "John, I'm starting to go a little gray on the sides. May try the new Alpecian shampoo. It subtly colors the gray over time. Jenna will never know."
No.
Yes.
I'll know it's in the shower.
Roman says the Josh Galt war is not over. Lag is just listening. So thanks for being here, Lag. Buy low, sell chai says eBay is almost like the 52-week high at $92 a stock. It would be nice if we were gifted. Well, some of us were, I guess, if you say the ones that went to eBay Open. I mean, I feel like I was gifted, but it almost feels like a bribe. You know, like, here, be happy and shut your mouth. Go say nice things about us.
Yeah.
In it to flip it says yes, and in relist works, no doubt about it.
Yes. Faux show.
Beard says shots fired, shipping employee.
I don't care.
Designer,
I really don't care.
I love it. Designer Muppet says Designer Muppet String says, "I sell clothing in this weekend was pretty dang slow, but I have another account that I sell electronics and listed a Canon camera and sold within 5 minutes for $200.
Nice.
You gotta love electronics until they come back.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of returns with electronics. Wolfman says, "Dad joke loading. A 3-legged dog walked into a saloon and said, 'Which one of y'all shot my paw?'"
Wait, say that again? A 3-legged dog walked
I got
into
it.
a saloon. Said, "Which one of y'all?" Oh my gosh.
Paul Rose says, "Midnight, John. It's 12:43 a.m. here, and I'm tapping this on my phone to you. Ha ha." We're glad that you're here with us. We have the Discord, so check out the channel's Discord. I'm not sure how many people we have, but
Keith, I did talk to John. We are going to take care of that tonight.
Okay, we'll take care of that. But that is something else. But check
He
out the
knows
Discord.
what I'm talking about.
Check out the Discord, and you know what? It doesn't cost anything. Come and check out some of the conversations and be a part of the chat when we're not on the lives. How about that? And Lodi Sports Card swears by sell similar being better. I've done sell similar, and I switched over to relist. It's the same. What I've seen for me, it's the same. Let's see. The like worked. Got a sale, says Blithering Rando. That's awesome. Duncan says, skipping Johnny, skipping comments again. Yeah, I kind of have to. Otherwise, I'll be here all night.
You got 5 minutes.
I got more than 5 minutes. Beard says, shipping employee, just stop it. I'm sure she knows about them. She needs no reminders.
None.
Resell Life. Chad, sorry I missed your live yesterday. I was too drunk after the football game and fell asleep. Yeah, it was kind of depressing. You guys could have beat the Bengals, and you guys didn't.
He was drowning in his tears.
Rambling Gamblers. So I have tons of sports cards from the 80s and up. Have no idea how to sell them. What's your thought? I would say lot them out.
Mm-hmm.
Lot them out. Those big card boxes. Just say maybe, I don't know if you've checked. If they're all commons, say they're all commons. But if you haven't really gone through them, say, unsearched. Maybe you'll get more that way. Lag has a lot to say. I don't know. Listing is Saya. Listing eyes is AI. I think that's right. Devon says, that's how I became a reseller on eBay. Sold stuff out of my house and I'm still here.
Yep.
Yes. Jovio says, the perfect tattoo for you, John. Swipe with arrow written under picture of phone on your bum will get Jenna's attention at night. Andy Reno says, I want to get a tattoo of boogers coming out of my eyes and tears coming out of my nose.
Oh, no, that's terrible.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Mosquito Guy says, I picked up 2 old Rainbow D4C vacuums with a ton of accessories. Spent 3 hours a day listing everything separately. Mm-hmm. Already sold 1 accessory, paid for the entire... That's the way to go right there.
That's exactly why he does, since I'm only the shipping employee. That's why he lists a lot of things as parts. He takes a lot of things apart.
You lose
That's
on the
why
winter.
Our garage is a mess.
You lose on the winter. Says, yep, I agree. Mine are usually booming at this time of year because I sell a lot of seasonal decor, but it sadly has been much slower than usual. Yeah. And don't forget, there's still talk about like a sagging or lagging economy.
Sagging?
It could be sagging. Killboy says, Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew.
Rambling Gamblers, my wifey name is Jane.
Aww.
Grams and Pops says, I'm only here because John and Jenna said it gets very cold here. No, it doesn't.
Okay, your cold and our cold is 2 different types of cold. It gets very cold here without any snow.
The 40-year-old gamer wants to know, what did eBay do this time? Well...
it's just another
Well,
day.
the CEO came out and said how great AI was and how great the authentication program was when it's not quite right and true. So it's like, be real about your product. AI is not what he's touting it out to be.
Yeah.
Karen Gullickson says, I couldn't make a sale on eBay if my life depended on it. You can. I think
you can do it.
I think you can do it.
You can.
I think you can do it. Big Dre says, too bad eBay keeps restricting more and more items, making it harder to find rare and unique items to buy and collect. I miss the old categories, miscellaneous and everything else. Yeah, miscellaneous and everything else categories. Those Canon and Sony digital cameras are almost always good.
Oh,
there you go. Pick some of those up. You'll make those sell.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a joke. A giraffe walks into a bar. A giraffe walks into a bar and yells out, "The high balls are on me." Wow. It's just wow. Resell Live, just sell cameras on Mercari, won't get any returns at all.
Oh,
yeah.
Lord, help me.
Yeah, Sony and Canon cameras are 100% returns. Leave them behind, says Beard. Rambling Gamblers, rapid tap the screen to the right for the hearts. It brings luck. Yeah, hit that.
Oh, yeah.
Hit the heart button.
Go for it.
There it goes.
Yeah.
Who's doing all that?
That's you.
Oh, it's me. Okay. Craig Wyness says, no tats for me. I don't own Fantasy Island.
That's okay.
Yeah. With sports cards, 80s and 90s are rough, though. You have to find the right buyer to get those kind of cards. Rambling Gamblers, gotta go. Thanks for the awesome live night, everyone. Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you for coming in.
Michael said, yeah, vacuum parts sell really well. I've also sold a ton of the Kenmore 116 canister vacuum part.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
Wolfman's Goodies says, I list items at 1 pound less than it weighs to get more sales. That's called kind of a hybrid shipping policy where you set a price on the shipping, like $5. You know it's going to cost 10, and you've built the other 5 into the price of your item, so the buyer doesn't think you're overcharging for shipping. That's a strategy.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Dyson parts are definitely good to sell.
Yes, very good.
Anyone selling a Phillies game ball? Yeah, that's that game where that lady took the ball from the kid.
I saw it after you told me about it. I saw it. That's absolutely awful. Yes, Rhonda, that's perfect. Go for it.
The drunk guy walks into a bar. Ouch. Spam's got to go to bed. Good night, all you fabulous people. It's only 8 o'clock where you're at. Come on.
She's tired. She's
Come
had
on.
a long Monday.
Come on. Sutter's Mill says, what? That eBay seller who blocks buyers must think they're running an exclusive club for people who don't actually want to buy anything. Just window shoppers with a side of spite. Yeah. We did block a buyer that was abusing the feedback system this week. Wow. Grams and Pops Vintage, our eBay sales have been insanely good for the 3rd week in a row here. That eBay spotlight is on its way to someone else next week.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Masculine says, the left nut says the right. I'm so tired of hanging around with you. Someone give me a hand. Jeez. So we're past all
Duncan,
the
Duncan
jokes.
is getting a KFC tattoo.
I'd love to see that. I'd love for you to do that.
Wow. No, I will not be getting one of those.
So, I think this is where we wrap things up. Want to thank you guys for being here. If I learned anything from the article that we went over at the beginning of the show is that eBay really does see eBay Open as a 3-day rah-rah event for sellers, and the rest of the year is just back to business. It's unfortunate, and I was really hopeful. Now, that's not to say that the changes that they've come up with, that they've announced for October, aren't good changes, but just the mindset of there's nothing broken here, everything's great is the wrong one, and you cannot fix something unless you acknowledge that it's broken.
Yep.
So, and you will not fix something that you can't acknowledge is broken. But that's not for us to figure out. That's for eBay to figure out. And to continue to sell on eBay to despite this mindset that they have is yet another example of how Flippin' ain't easy. Want you guys to have an excellent rest of your week, and we will talk to you guys here very soon.
We love you guys. Take care.
Take care.
Chargebacks, returns, and lowball offers too. Vero takedowns, they're a pain. What can we do? High selling fees, bad buys, and rude buyers galore. Flipping ain't easy, but we keep coming back for more. All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. With Flippin' ain't easy, by your side. Sourcing great items is the key to success. Subscribe to the channel and stand above the rest. Focus on the things that are within your control. Hang with Flippin' ain't easy. Let's roll. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast Profit Playbooks. The name with Scott and Josh. Flippin's more than a game. All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. We're Flippin' ain't easy, by your side. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast Profit Playbooks. The name with Scott and Josh. Flippin's more than a game. All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast, Profit Playbooks. The name with Scott and Josh. Flippin's more than a game. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast, Profit Playbooks. The name with Scott and Josh. Flippin's more than a game.
All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. Flipping ain't easy by your side.